What came first, chicken or the egg? What should you write first? A good quality PhD thesis or research papers based on thesis? Though we are still finding the answer to the first question, but when it comes to the second question, that has been answered for us by none other than the chairman of UGC, Professor M. Jagadesh Kumar. Now, Professor Kumar says that if a student focuses on writing a good quality PhD thesis, then it will be very easy for them to later on write good quality research papers based on their thesis. And this is the reason that he and UGC has decided that the compulsory paper publication norm prior to your PhD thesis submission should be done away with. What circumstances led UGC to take this big decision? And what exactly is the relationship between paper publications and thesis submission? The answer to this question would be given in the very first section of this video by your one and only PhD guide, advisor and trainer, Dr. Ritika Gauba. Will all universities change their norm? Will all universities remove paper publication as a mandatory requirement? Answer to this question would be dealt in the second section of this video. What would be the impact of this on our students? And should the students stop worrying about paper publication? We will answer this question in the third part of this video. So stay tuned with me for all these answers. So without further ado, let us start with the first part of this video. On the screen, we are sharing with you the 2016 regulation, which talks about how it is important to publish at least one paper prior to your thesis submission. You have to publish one paper and present two papers in any conference. In the forthcoming 2022 regulation, UGC had relaxed this norm. So currently the 2016 regulations are what is being followed by all the universities and institutions of national importance. The 2022 regulations are in their draft. They are ready, but they are not yet implemented on universities and institutions of national importance. So in these forthcoming regulation, already UGC had relaxed the norm, saying that one paper publication would be preferred. Now UGC has gone even a step further, saying that no paper publication is required in order to submit your thesis. Why did UGC take this decision? Now, UGC had conducted a survey on 2,573 students studying in IIT, that is PhD scholars in IIT and in different central universities. Now, based on that survey, UGC discovered that most of the publication, actually 75% of the publication, was having in poor quality or not good quality journals. So UGC analyzed that this criteria of publication being mandatory before thesis submission was actually putting a lot of pressure on the students, because of which they were making poor quality publications. UGC felt that publication requires a lot of time, and it is better that instead of focusing on publishing poor quality research papers, it is better that the students actually take that time, use that time to work on their PhD thesis and improve the quality of their PhD thesis. Because if the quality of PhD thesis is good, then automatically the publications that will happen will also be of good quality thesis. So UGC says that the student should produce good quality thesis, and then once they are submitting their thesis, simultaneously they should also submit some papers and hope that the papers are published by the time their thesis is awarded to them. From here we move on to a next section. Will all universities change the minimum requirement of paper publication for thesis submission? Not necessary. Yes, definitely there will be some universities which will remove the requirement of publishing a paper before you submit your thesis, But there will be many universities who would not do that, especially the ones who are extremely focused on doing high quality research work and publishing a lot of highly indexed papers. Already there are many universities who have much more stricter and more stringent norms than that is given in the UGC 2016 regulation. Now remember, the UGC regulation, the PhD regulation are just a minimum criteria, and every university is free to have more stricter or more stringent norms of publication or even for selecting their PhD candidates. So even though the 2016 regulation said that a student should have one paper in a refereed journal, there are many universities and institutions of national importance who asked for two or more paper in high quality ABDC indexed or Scoopers indexed journals. So such universities are definitely not going to completely do away with paper publication requirements. They might relax a bit, but definitely not remove it altogether. From this, we come to the third and the final part of this video, where we are going to discuss, is this decision truly beneficial for the PhD scholars? So let me ask you a question. If you are studying in a university, pursuing your PhD from a university which says that paper publication based on your thesis is not compulsory, and they are ready to award you a PhD degree even without these publication, then what would you do? Would you strive hard still and be concerned about your publications? Would you still like to publish papers on your thesis, or just forget about paper publications? As your PhD mentor, as advisor, and also based on my experience in the higher education industry, I would like to give my opinion here. Even if your PhD, even if your university does not insist on publishing papers, then you should still think about publishing papers based on your thesis. Now, publishing papers based on your thesis is not only a requirement and should not only be done because it is being asked by the university, but rather because it is an important part of your PhD journey. When you publish papers based on your thesis, then you are actually sharing the knowledge that you've discovered through your PhD work with your peer group. And isn't that the whole purpose of doing research? Contributing to the field of knowledge, telling them that you have found something new. If you are not ready to share what you have found, then what is the use of doing research? It is like you've decided to make a movie, but you're not ready to share that movie or show that movie to the audience for whom you've made it. Then what is the use of doing research or making that movie? Moreover, when your papers are published, then you feel really confident, provided your paper has been published on merit. Then believe me, you get a lot of confidence when your paper is accepted. You feel that the people around you, the researchers around you, are accepting your work, they're acknowledging your hard work, they're acknowledging the fact that you have actually contributed something significant to this area, and it is a great feeling. Also, when your paper is cited again and again, these citations add to your credentials. So yes, paper publication requires a lot of effort, but that effort is one time, while you can reap the benefit of this effort throughout your life, throughout your career. Thus, even if your university does not insist on having a mandatory paper publication, I will still urge you PhD scholars to think twice. Okay, but this is my opinion on this matter. What do you think, PhD scholars who are actually going through this stage? Are you happy that this pressure has been taken away from you? And now would you be able to actually focus on improving the quality of your PhD thesis? Or were you the one who worked better when there was a little pressure on your head? What do you think about this entire new change that UGC has brought about for the benefit of PhD scholars? Do let me know your opinion, your take on this matter in the comment section below. If in case you do like the work which we are doing to empower you with genuine, in-depth and well-researched knowledge, then please do like our videos, subscribe to our channel and comment and share our videos too. This is Dr. Ritika Gauba and thank you so much for watching my video.